It was a rainy afternoon in Los Angeles when Kanye West decided to take a break from his busy schedule. His mind was preoccupied with the countless business ventures, music projects, and controversies he was always in the center of, but something about that day felt different. He needed a moment of peace, away from the prying eyes and constant media buzz. Little did he know the moment of stillness would come in a way he never expected. Kanye was heading to his car, walking through the parking lot outside a restaurant when he noticed a woman sitting on the curb, holding a small child close to her. Her clothes were worn, and her face showed the exhaustion of someone who had seen too many struggles. But it wasn't her appearance that caught Kanye's attention. It was the look of desperation in her eyes. "Are you okay?" Kanye asked, his voice softening as he approached. The woman looked up, startled, not expecting anyone to acknowledge her, let alone someone like Kanye West. She wiped away a tear before managing to say, I don't know anymore." Kanye crouched down in front of her, his heart unexpectedly heavy. "What happened?" he asked. Through tears, the woman, whose name was Rachel, explained how she had recently lost her job and was struggling to keep a roof over her head. She spoke of the eviction notice she had received just a few days ago and how she had no place to turn. Despite all her efforts, she couldn't make ends meet, and now she and her child were living out of her car. Rachel's story hit Kanye harder than he expected. As a man who had gone through his own ups and downs, he knew the feeling of being at the bottom. But hearing it from someone else, especially a mother with a child, made his heart ache. He could have easily ignored her and walked away, but for some reason, he couldn't. "I'm sorry you're going through this," Kanye said, his eyes reflecting genuine concern. "But I'm not just going to walk away. We're going to fix this." Rachel looked at him, still uncertain if this was real or if she was simply imagining it. "What do you mean?" she asked, confused. Kanye smiled gently. "You're not alone. I know what it's like to face hardships, but I also know that there's always a way out, even when it seems impossible." He took out his phone and quickly dialed a number. "Hey, it's Kanye. I need a place for a family to stay, somewhere safe now." His assistant answered, already aware of what Kanye was asking. "Got it. I'll arrange it right away." Kanye turned back to Rachel. "Help is on the way. First, let's get you both something to eat." Kanye guided Rachel and her child into a nearby restaurant, where he personally ordered them warm food. As they sat together, Rachel told Kanye about her life before everything fell apart. She had worked in a local coffee shop, loved the job, and had dreams of opening a cafe of her own one day. But it all seemed so far away now. The years of struggle, bills piling up, and the constant fear of losing everything had drained her spirit. "I used to have hope," she said, her voice trembling, "but I've lost it all." Kanye listened intently, nodding. "You haven't lost everything. As long as you're breathing, you still have a chance." By the time they finished their meal, Kanye's assistant called back with news. "I've arranged for you to stay at one of the nicest places in LA," she said. "You and your child will have a safe place to sleep tonight." Rachel couldn't believe what was happening. She had never imagined in her wildest dreams that someone like Kanye West would help her, let alone take the time to sit with her and her child, listen to her story, and do something about it. "Thank you, Kanye. I don't know how to repay you," Rachel said, her voice filled with gratitude. "You don't need to repay me," Kanye replied. "Just promise me that you'll keep fighting for yourself and your child. The future can still be bright." The next few weeks were a blur for Rachel. Kanye had set her up with a temporary apartment and connected her with a team of experts who helped her get back on her feet. She was able to find a stable job, and the financial assistance from Kanye's foundation kept her from worrying about rent for the first year. Months later, Rachel stood in her own apartment, holding a letter in her hands that she had never thought she'd receive, an invitation to speak at a local event about overcoming adversity. As she looked around at the new life she had built, she couldn't help but smile. That night, she sat down to write Kanye a letter. She had never thanked him properly, and now she had the words. She told him about her journey, how his kindness had been the catalyst for everything that changed in her life. She ended the letter with a simple promise. "I will pay it forward. I won't forget the kindness you showed me." The following week, Kanye received the letter. He smiled to himself, knowing that sometimes the greatest thing you can do for someone is simply show up when they least expect it and remind them that they matter. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting and surprising stories. Stay tuned for the next chapter in the world of untold celebrity stories.